Hello everyone and welcome to That's Inappropriate. I'm Wonder Dave.
I'm the Marcus.
And this is
Denise Jolly.
Denise Jolly.
Yay.
She is a badass lady. We're happy to have her on the program today.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
My pleasure.
So Denise, I know you. You are a writer and an activist and a bunch of other things. And we try to find people who are doing interesting things on this show, and we thought, hey, this lady does interesting and things that may be considered. We are called That's Inappropriate. I think like some people might consider some of the stuff you've done inappropriate.
I am certain and have received word that some of the things that I do are inappropriate. I, however, disagree adamantly. But
That's all.
that's right.
Just over it.
It's not about you.
So the quick 101, the big thing that happened fairly recently in your life, I guess it's been like this last year of your life probably.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You got stripped down to your undies.
I did.
You stripped down to your undies and you wrote the word beautiful and be beautiful
Yes.
across your body.
Yes.
So we're gonna do the quick 101 question. There's lots of places. Denise has been like all over the news and crazy stuff. We're just gonna do a quick 101 here.
Like
Just
crazy.
go to DeniseJollySpoken.tumblr.com.
Yeah.
Is that good? Or
Yeah, that's right.
DeniseJollySpoken.com?
Yes. My website has all of those.
I'll put those down in the links. So you can get the basic, the full 101, but like just give us like the 30-second promo clip version of like, why'd you get kind of naked? Right? on yourself.
In the
Stuff
end,
like that.
in the end, I got completely naked. Real
True.
talk. That's something that's important.
Look out.
Yeah. So I realized that I didn't like myself very much, and I realized I hadn't ever stopped to look at my 300-pound, 6-foot-tall body in the mirror, in my panties, excuse me, or naked for that matter. So I spent 30 days dating my body, and I took myself to all my favorite places that I thought were aesthetically striking, and I used a mirror and stripped down to my underwear and wrote beautiful on parts of my body that I had internalized shame about.
So is dating your body easier or harder than dating other people?
Oh, it's so much easier because then you're just navigating your shit that comes up instead of the collision of your shit and the person you're dating's shit, which is real.
Real talk.
Yeah. See how we both went through the whole thing like, damn.
That's legit. Right, but
People's shit.
what happens when two bodies are figuring things out? Two or more bodies actually are figuring things out together.
I like where you're going with
That's
this.
a great time and as important.
Awesome. Do you think that this has helped you with that? Dating your body has made dating other bodies easier.
Huh, okay. Yes. Well, I had to think about it and try it on for size. I mean, I think it made it more possible, right? Easier is a hard word. Because it's not easy to date people or like fuck people, but it also is easy to do those things at the same time.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm a Gemini.
all the time.
So like the beliefs that I was indoctrinated with were so extreme that I didn't see myself as dateable or fuckable in the same regard that I think most people that I interact with move through the world existing as, and so this made it clear that I am actually desirable and fuckable and dateable and booable and all of those.
I think we all kind of go through that too. No matter what, definitely.
Yeah.
No matter what you look like, I definitely gonna do that.
Do you have that?
Oh, totally. There have been times that I'm like, hate me. I think that's real. Like, that's totally dope. And I think, so this is one of the things that like attracted me to this project. I think because you are like is fat the preferred word that we use?
And for you, yeah.
Yeah?
Thank you for asking permission, but that's a highly negotiable word, and I will totally give you consent. to
Okay,
use it.
consent.
Yay!
Fat
In
is
this
what we're talking
conversation,
about.
yeah.
Okay, so because you are a fat woman,
Yes.
like a plus size woman, a bigger gal, as my grandpa would say, which is a really charming thing about my grandfather. He was like, oh, that nice bigger gal. And he himself was a bigger man, and like that's how he called himself. So anyway, we're not here to talk about my
Thanks,
grandpa. You're sweet. You're a very nice man, Grandpa. But
So funny.
it's I'm distracted now.
Fat because I'm.
I think because you're fat, like the statement is more powerful.
I was made to believe I should be invisible because of the size of my body. And like that coupled with an extremely conservative upbringing also indoctrinated those beliefs. But the other thing is, like, I am constantly in analysis of social construct around my identities, right? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. And so I believe that large-bodied women, oftentimes large-bodied white women, are deemed to be mamas in every culture, and there's a desexualization that comes with being a mama.
mommy. Oh.
Which doesn't make sense, because moms, by definition, have gotten it on. For the most part. Like, I just don't really get the not sexual. I don't understand it.
Well, and some people, that's their jam, and like, there are times when that is my jam, right? But it's a definitive cultural identity that's projected onto me and people who look like me, and that blows.
With it. I totally understand.
Like we're all just complicated and nuanced, and like to have culture decide that that's what I need to move through the world as, and like anything that I just don't co-sign at all.
How do you, and this is maybe DeMarcus and I talk about me being gay and him being black a lot in our lives, and like I think a big through thread for the two of us is both the way that like we reject the stereotypes of those things and the way that we also relate to some of those stereotypes.
Right.
What is that? What's that like for you?
It's there, right? But that I have more and more resistance to those identities right now, because it's like a pendulum swing, you know? Like I lived in this world for a long time and was like indoctrinated with these things, and now I'm like, fuck all of that. I want to do all of these things. I can cuss, right?
Yeah. Right.
My YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube. I talk like a trucker.
No.
But no, I like, and that's what the work is, right? Like that's what the powers that be want us to do, and
right.
we, and like, but the beauty is that we can actually challenge that, and we can engage in conversations about intersectionality too, right? Like, and you're straight also, right? Just to like round it out, because I'm a big ol' homo.
Oh, okay.
And you're
Also queer, yes. Those are facts about us.
Right, but the world wouldn't know that about me unless I said it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Saying it, it's important.
Name it. Hey.
There are a number of blogs that appreciate fat women and sexualize fat women, and you are a fat woman who has in fact put naked pictures of yourself on the internet.
True.
And as we know, things on the internet go lots of places.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you been contacted by any of those folks? Have you been like, oh, this reblog by BBW Hot Sluts? Like, is that, I made that up.
Probably
you totally just plugged somebody.
Yeah. Right. But I mean, we are fuckable.
I mean, have you found yourself in places like that, I guess?
I've definitely been contacted by people who I would identify as pervs, which I'm a perv too, but I'm a negotiating perv. Like, consent is important to me. I've gotten some very creative emails about, like, asking permission if people can masturbate to my body, but kind of telling me that they have been masturbating to my body.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like, have you done this, and what would you do if it did?
My hand is going places right now.
Right.
You down?
How do you call somebody beforehand? You're like, yo, this is happening. Are you down? Are you down? No? Oh, okay, well, so yes, that happens. And then as far as like what people have done with my photos, I only know like from people who contact me directly. Like when this first happened and I wasn't expecting it, I followed the rabbit hole for a while to see where things would go, which is a dangerous thing because the internet is where people decide to bring out all of the things. The love, the hate, the shame, all of the things. And so it became clear to me and pretty early on that I couldn't follow the rabbit hole for my own emotional stability. Like the project wasn't, as much as I'm grateful that it's reached the breadth that it has, it wasn't about that conversation. It was about interrupting a conversation that's happening while also just me doing something very intimate and figuring out myself but doing it in a public forum. So knowing where it gets recirculated is too much for me to try and figure out.
Yeah.
The picture from Brooklyn, I would guess, has gone.
Where was the picture from Brooklyn published, by the way? I should know.
In a few different places. Cosmopolitan.com is the one that I'm most blown away by.
Nice. And we will link to the picture. I think that we don't have rights to use that for this video, I'm guessing.
Oh, the photo?
Yes.
As long as you credit Shameless Photography who took the picture.
We'll just show you that picture. Maybe.
Yay!
Yeah.
We'll show you the censored picture. This is YouTube, and she is naked, so we will show you the black bar version of that picture. I'll show you the.
I've seen the picture.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what my titties look like.
Yeah, I was like, when you came upstairs, I was like, yes. Now I get to meet the turtle.
The Body's Not an Apology is where it was originally published.
So you said some folks have contacted you. Have you contacted anyone?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the question.
Steering the right direction.
No, not that way.
Oh,
Not that way.
okay.
But I do, and I don't know if this is, I don't know if this is because my relationship to me as like a hot being has changed. I'm like, I like am good. I'm like, oh, you actually are a babe, and you're smart, and you're talented.
She's talking to you right now.
But these are things I didn't know, and now I'm like, oh, word, so I am that, and I shake some ass and do all these things, and so when I move through the world, I think I have a call out to people that I think are babes in a different way than I did prior to doing all this stuff. I'm like, hey.
So not up for the internet dating.
Yeah, no.
Most likely. I mean, you guys can still try and holler if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna discourage.
Play your cards.
Yeah.
Play them the best you can.
You might be coming up with a pair of threes.
Right.
Which sometimes wins a hand. You never know.
I love gifts. And handle me with care.
Good. Has this changed? Has the being photographed naked? And I think I asked this because I know a number of women who have done the looking at your vagina in a mirror exercise.
Yeah.
One, have you
What?
looked at your
Is
vagina?
that a thing?
Yeah, because women aren't like men. We just get to look at our dicks all the time. And women
You had a mirror?
you
Like a
have
small
a mirror.
Okay, well, I'm getting graphic, but I'm thinking it's like a handheld mirror, or do you use the mirror on the wall?
I guess
Is
there
that
are
a
many
thing?
options.
There are, and I've done quite a few of them.
I was not specifically asking you about that. I was relating to that.
That was my fault.
How's it going? You gotta check it out down there every now and then. You gotta know.
It's really important to know what you got going on. Yeah.
Has this new comfortable body sort of stuff you're going through? Has this made your sex life better? Is the question I'm trying to get to.
Thank you for being
I'm
candid.
how's the fucking? That's what I'm trying to say. Is the fucking better? Have you noticed? If we were to draw a graph of the fucking.
It's a pie chart of fucking.
Is it?
This is. I mean, anyway. Yes, the fucking is.
Yay!
It's better.
It's always a pleasure.
High five.
It's better.
That's right. Love your body and the fucking gets better.
Well, not only love your body and the fucking gets better, but my work now is about looking at my body and understanding my body and being present in my body and examining love and body and sex actually. And so that's what I write about. That's what and I grew up super working class, and so in my brain I have to associate work to almost everything.
Right.
So there's a rationale that can happen where I'm it's my responsibility to try all of these things because I have work to do.
I think what she's saying is that her fucking ethic, very high fucking ethic, working ethic, fucking ethic, work.
Work at fucking ethic.
Hey.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's it.
So I'm here.
What's great is sex and sexiness and prowess and all of those things is so vast, and there's just so many things to try and play in and figure out.
Can I get thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. but doing it like responsibly, you know.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Remember, we talk about how we can move forward being friends.
Really? You working yet? Be friend. Don't call me
Anywhere.
anyway.
But yeah, fucking is a great time. And play, like, not just fucking, right? Because I feel like that implies a specific act or a series of, like, a concentrated idea. But, like, intrigue and flirtation and all the ways that our bodies can, like, have a good time together.
Nice.
Yeah.
So on the whole, I'm just gonna do a quick review here. On the whole, dating is better.
Dating is better.
The fucking is better.
Totally better.
Totally better.
Yes.
So we're gonna say that for those rather important areas of your life, the taking off your clothes has worked out very well
Oh,
for Miss Jolly.
definitively taking off my clothes was the best decision that I've made one of the best decisions I've made in my life. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I approve.
Yeah.
I approve of that.
You should have a good time in your body. It's really important.
Everyone take off your clothes right now.
Take off your clothes, get out of the mirror.
Get out of the mirror.
Look at everything.
Yeah.
Well, and
Take it in.
and
Soak it in.
like and bring somebody else in and let them look at you. And,
Yeah.
like, and be present with them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Dating better, fucking better, life better. Boom.
Nice.
Winning.
Winning.
I don't want to take this not fun places. Okay, not fun place. What's like the dumbest thing you've been asked in like, because you've done a lot of like news and radio shows, like very mainstream media stuff. What's like the dumbest thing you've been asked?
Oh, the most unfortunate question.
most
Can I say that? I'm not going to say where the interview was because I don't want actually people to find it. But a person asked me what it was like to walk around the world being seen as someone who has a disease.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
Yeah, how do you like,
I'm like, I don't do that.
Was those words?
Right. And like,
What's your job? Interviewing people? You're not good at it.
Well, maybe you could have offered that question ahead of time. Because figuring out how to respond to that, and like not plummeting into it.
Right.
Because what is hard about that question is that there's some part of it that's true, right? Like that has been part of my experience. What's wonderful also about the reality of the bullshit behind that question is that it's not definitively true, right?
Right, okay, yeah.
I am not actually a disease. I'm not anywhere near a disease.
Right.
I am complex and powerful and beautiful and juicy.
So to flip the script on that, what's something that surprised you that the mainstream media has gotten right, or something that you've been asked that you were really happy you got asked that you weren't expecting? I know no one else has asked about the fucking in the way we have.
Which is
that's why we brought you here. We brought you
Yes!
Because the
I
fucking is
We are like one short at a time,
Yeah.
just getting this in.
Got it. What we like to talk about.
I love talking about sex. I love talking about sex. So that's been really lovely, actually, and surprising. So thank you for talking about fucking.
Yeah.
That's really nice, and like, yeah, all the different things. So I said it earlier, but Cosmo, while it's problematic and complicated and this huge conglomerate, to have cosmopolitans say that I'm gorgeous, or name a body like mine that is naked and on a street in Brooklyn as gorgeous, I wept for like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosmo is what was in the line in the grocery store when
Right.
I was a kid, and like it was the thing that I read that indoctrinated all these gross beliefs and to know. So part of what is at the base of everything that I do around my body is I have 13 nieces and nephews, and I am very different than them, but I really want them to understand that like the world can be a different place and that they are gorgeous in all the things that they like live as, and some of they look like me. Like I have one of my nieces who looks exactly like me, only she's 20 years younger than I am. It's her heart, and I want her to consider that she is fierce and hot and desirable, and do that a lot earlier than when I did. And so to have this thing, this media conglomerate, this institution, this cultural institution, name me as gorgeous, and to think that her or someone like her might see that and like consider that they're different than what all the playground kids said to them
Right.
is fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's my shit.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
All right. I'd like to thank Denise Jolly for being our second guest on That's Inappropriate. Thank you so much for coming today. Lovely
Thank
to
you.
have you. I know, you're the host,
Wait,
actually.
I